Okay, so we are here at Wembley, and we are going to be playing the first semi-final of the 2017-18 Crazy Prem Cup. This is using APBA Soccer, their 2017-2018 card set, and this first semifinal is going to see Tottenham facing off against AFC Bournemouth in a cup tie that is a giant versus a minnow to some degree, and we will see if Tottenham can dispatch these guys and make it to the final of the Crazy Prem Cup, or we can see if Bournemouth, if they're able to take down a giant, one of the top four in the league. Tottenham will have an advantage on the defensive end. They have a 3-2 advantage on their team defense rating. And also the team rating itself, which deals with loose ball. They're going to get a little better than 50% of the loose balls. So we'll get to the starting lineups. So for Spurs, the starting lineup. Okay, for Spurs, the starting line will be Harry Kane up front with midfielders Dele Alli, Christian Eriksen, and Eric Lamela forming the front midfielders, and then the defensive midfielders will be Moussa Dembele and Eric Dyer. Then your defensive four will be Kieran Trippier and Ben Davies as the outside backs, and the center backs will be Jan Vertonghen and Davinson Sanchez with Hugo Lloris in goal. And for Bournemouth, you'll have a combination up front in a 4-4-2 of Josh King and Callum Wilson, followed by a midfield four of Felix Stanislaus, Junior Stanislaus, if you will, Dan Gosling, Lewis Cook, and Adam Smith. And then your back four will be Charlie Daniels, Nathan Ake, Stephen Cook, excuse me. So I get a little confused here. The cards, they have the names mixed up. Steve Cook is the defender. Lewis Cook is the midfielder, as I have listed here on the sheet. Simon Francis, the outside back, along with Daniels, and then Asmir Begovic will be the goalkeeper. And so they are ready to go here. The coin flip will be won by Tottenham. They'll take the second half kickoff. So that means Bournemouth will get the ball to start the game. And their kickoff will be to Zone D. And it'll go straight to Callum Wilson. So Wilson with 24, that's 32 in D. That'll be a defensive check. So 52 in the 3 column is going to be a header to X, retained by Bournemouth. So they're going to get it back on the other side of their midfield stripe. So that'll be X5. So Adam Smith gets it. Smith on 26, he's going to get fouled. So he's going to suffer the foul committed by player 1. And so player 1 in the committed column over here is Moussa Dembele. And we check if there is a card, and he just misses a card. So Bournemouth will get a free kick from that spot in X, and that will move up to B and then go all the way to Joshua King. So the Cherries with a 32 is going to be 42 in B. It'll be a header to A. So another loose ball check, but Tottenham will be able to win that out, so they retain it, or they grab it in X, and that'll go to Sanchez. So Tottenham with their first possession. 13 is 40 in X. That'll be a header to F. lost to Bournemouth. So again, they take it over in X. That'll be X2. So Callum Wilson in X. So 56 is 21 in X. It'll be a pass to F. And Steve Cook, 24. 22 in X is a pass, or in F is a pass to F8. Bournemouth continues with Ake. 15 is 41 in F, so that's going to be a header to F. They're going to retain it. So it's going to be retained in F, and it will be 9. 5th minute, no score. Steve Cook, 45 in F, so that's 24, so it'll be passed to X, and it'll be Ake again. So Bournemouth was in possession here. We're going 4-4-2 both teams. 25 is 23 in X. That'll be, let me double check this. 25 in Ake's 23 in X. That'll be X8 again, so he'll retain. Basically a pass away and pass back, and then the same thing, X8 again. 2 cards in a row. 51, 31 is going to be a defensive check. So finally, Tottenham is able to get a foot on it, and they will actually be able to steal it and move their possession to zone F, and that will be Moussa Dembele. He'll probably commit a foul, but you just never know. 43 is going to go out of bounds. So after all of that, 8th minute, it's been about 75% Bournemouth possession here so far. Throw in D4. So it'll be Daniel Gosling. Looking for a pass. 31, he's not going to be able to make it, though. That'll be blocked. A header to zone E, and it'll be lost to Tottenham. So when I say zone E, it's in Bournemouth's attacking half. And so when Tottenham retains it, they keep it in their own end, because that's the same exact thing. So it'll be Sanchez and X. So Tottenham takes over. It's David and Sanchez, 45, 33 and X. Going to be another defensive check. 44 on the 2 is a header to F. And that will be lost by Tottenham. So Bournemouth is getting their share of the play here. It'll be Steve Cook in X again. Everything been right around midfield. So 21 in X, pass to F. Pass, couple passes, and he's going to get it back. Steve Cook in F. 21. 23 in F is going to be, he's going to continue to have it in the second half of minute 10. And a 22 in F is going to be 44, which is going to be out of bounds. So if that had gotten to a better player, it would have potentially been a shot there with that 22, but because it stayed with a guy who's not much of an attacker, it ends up leading to an out-of-bounds chance. So Tottenham will throw in. Go to zone X, 10, so they're having trouble getting it deep into Bournemouth defensive territory. 61 on the X is going to be 38 on the X, and that's going to be a header to E, a loose ball. They'll retain. E5, so finally they're starting to progress a little. It's going to be Eric Dyer in E, 55. That's a 38 in E, and it's going to be then a header to B if they can win this, which they do not with 46. So that is going to be lost. The differential is only 1. You can see the L here, I think. So Bournemouth does get it back, X10. So that's going to be Simon Francis taking over. 12th minute, no score, 65. That's 44. It's going to be out of bounds again. So Tottenham may be starting to tighten the screws a little bit here. We may have to move them to be a little more offensive here at some point. F8. can tune them in a little bit. Dembele, 63, is going to be a foul committed. That's his second foul of the game so far. And that will be suffered by Gosling, so really an unnecessary challenge there. And Bournemouth will get a free kick in zone X. That'll be to B3. That'll be Stanislas. 62. In B is 37, which is going to lead to a defensive check. So can't generate an offensive thrust off of that. And that will be a steal for Tottenham to F. And that will be F8. So Dembele in F takes over. That'll be a 3 in F is going to be a pass to B1. So he makes threads a good pass through to Kane in B. Just at the edge of the box, can he manage anything? 15 is going to be 7 in B, which is going to be a shot. So finally, in 15th minute, we're going to get a shot from Harry Kane. His shot on goal rating is 33. Dembele does not have an assist rating, so no adjustment for that. We do get to adjust, as you can see on the bottom left of the screen. We get to add 3, so it'll be up to 36. So if it's 36 or less, but it's at 62, so that's going to be off the mark. And let's see what the missed shot says. Goalkeeper outlet, so it's going to be sort of blocked off and trickle to the goalkeeper, and he'll be able to get his hands on that. And so Bournemouth will distribute. Begovic will. E3. So the first shot unsuccessful for Kane. Stanislas in E. 34 is going to be a defensive check. And this is going to be a straight steal to C. So Tottenham working the counterattack, and it'll be C1. So Kane will get it again. This time in zone C. 53. 14 in C is going to be a pass to B. And it'll be Christian Eriksen getting that. 23, it's 33 in B, is going to be a pass to E4. We're not doing any special passes, trying to be clever, because we're at basically 66% for both teams make percentage if we try that. E4, so that's Ben Davies. 35 is 40 in E. That'll be a header to E, which will be retained. So Tottenham getting a spell of possession here. E2. That'll be Dele Alli. In E54. That's a special result. 66. Let's go to the special result chart. I think that's a player's choice pass, but let's see. That is a player choice pass to zone A. So when you pass it to A, you know who you're passing it to. You're passing it to Harry Kane. Zone A. 14, though, is going to be offside. So that is going to... and I wrote the wrong Greek symbol. My offside is not a phi. It is a theta. So... all right, so that's unfortunate. It's going to get an indirect free kick for Bournemouth. One of the nice things about this game is just because you get the cherriest of opportunity, even with like a special result, there's no guarantees in this game. And so you give Harry Kane a ball right in front of goal, and the flag goes up offside. So indirect free kick. Zone C4 for Bournemouth, so that'll be Gosling in C. 56. 32 in C, that'll be a defensive check. Just misses out on a pass. And that's going to be a block to X, and that'll be lost. So Tottenham will recover, again, in zone X. That'll be Eriksen in X, so guy who can complete some passes, 52. But this is going to be out of bounds. So a lot of A lot of choppy possession here so far. Throw in X10. That's probably not going to lead to much more better possession here. 23 for Francis and X22. That's at least moving up a zone. F10. Francis again. 44, 23 in F is going to be another. This time a pass to Steve Cook in F. 26, that'll be foul suffered. And let's see who committed it. It's not going to be Dembele this time. It will be Harry Kane. Or no, it'll be Dele Alli. Rambunctious midfielder, and no card will be issued there. So a free kick in F. I did not choose my free kick takers. So the free kick taker, let's see. So it's going to be Christian Eriksen for Tottenham. For Bournemouth, it'll be Joshua King. So he's going to take the free kick here. F, that'll go to zone C4. Gosling. 26, that'll be another foul suffered. Tottenham getting a little bit resolute here. That'll be player 3, which is going to end up being Davinson Sanchez with the foul. I think that's their 4th foul. No card. Free kick in C this time, because the free kick went to zone C. So Joshua King in C, that'll be a pass to A1, so it will come around and come to him. And let's see if he does better with it than Harry Kane did. 36 is a 37 in A, and he will not. That'll be a defensive check. So it goes a block to X and loss. So it's going to be XC, or X1, X3, my bad. My eyes bugging me out there. Eriksen in X, 52 in X is 46, and that will be out of bounds. I'm going to take a moment here to shuffle the cards before the throw-in with Bournemouth here in the 25th minute. No score. Only one shot for either team so far here in this first semifinal. So we've shuffled it up, and neither team has to be very happy about their turgid display on offense so far. The managers are yelling at the players, making some pitch adjustments. Throw into F2. So to Callum Wilson, F. That'll be 7, and F is going to lead to pass to King in D. D6 is 30 in D, and that's going to be a defensive check. So not very good passes today so far. Header to D, retained. So it'll be D7. Going to end up with Charlie Daniels out there on the wide side of the field. 32 in D is going to be 38. Another defensive check. And that's going to be a header to F, retained. So it's going to be F8, Ake. 13 is 46, will be out of bounds. Tottenham will get a throw in, 28th minute, no score. X5. So that will be Eric Dyer in X. 45, 21 in X is going to be passed to F9. Trippier 24 to 24 in F is going to be X8. Dembele in X, 33 is 3 in X is going to be a pass to Eriksen in B. A really nice pass there from Dembele. And this is going to be a shot. So back-to-back 33s lead to a shot for Tottenham. Christian Eriksen will be the one who gets the crack at it. from about 27 yards. He's at 33. He add 3, and Dembele again does not have second good pass that he's made. He does not have the rating, the assist rating, so it's just going to be 36. And it's 11. That is going to be on goal. Now we got to go to Begovic's card and take a look at his card here. If it comes up on a 10, it is a goal. 64 is not going to be a goal. 64 is going to be a corner kick. Save and a corner kick. So Begovic with a beautiful save. They really needed that. Tottenham's starting to get some fortitude here on the push forward. 30th minute, no score, but the Spurs are knocking on the door here. I said the Spurs. You don't really say that in soccer fandom. But anyway, so Christian Eriksen is their corner kick taker. He is rated A. Going to be a pass to B with a shot. So we got to find out who in B it goes to. It goes to number 44 on the corner kick chart, which is going to be 3. So Eriksen takes the kick, starts to run towards the box, gets passed back to him. He will take a shot from there. So another shot from B for Eriksen. Again, we know what it is, and we don't get an assist rating from him because there's obviously another passing sequence that is involved. A guy we can't use an assist modifier for himself, so we're just going to go with Eriksen. Shot 36 because it's still zone B, but it's 55, so it's going to be off target, but it will lead to another corner kick. So 31st minute. Another corner kick. Eriksen again, A rated. It's going to be a pass to B with a shot on goal. So we again have to figure out B61 is going to be player 5. So it's going to be Eric Dyer. So this is going to be a shot by Dyer, and it's going to be on goal automatically. And now we again look at Begovic's card. It's a 22, so it will be saved, but it will go out again for a corner kick. He makes a diving save and forces it around the corner of the post, and Dyer puts his head in his hands as he had a glorious opportunity stolen by Begovic. Another corner kick, this time just a pass to B, so no automatic shot here. And again, 51 is player 4. That'll be Davies. 45 is 26 in B, C3. PO? No, it's just C3. Eriksen in C. 31. So 16 is a 31 in C. That'll be a pass to E5, so it'll be Dyer in E. So they're trying to cycle possession a little bit. 16. So that's a 43 in E. That's going to be out of bounds. So 34th minute, still no score. So far, Tottenham with 4 shots, 2 of them on goal, but nothing to show for it. Bournemouth has not yet taken a shot at target, so that will be a throw into D2 for the Cherries, and that'll be Wilson. 64 in D is 37 in D is a defensive check. So Tottenham could get this right back. It's going to have to go through a loose ball check, block to E, and that will be retained by Bournemouth in zone E. And it will be by Daniels. Gathers the ball. 54 special result. 52 on the special result is going to be ball stolen by opposition, pass to C. So that we do on my sheet with this particular result, on the special result, I put my defensive check, steal straight to C. So it's a pass to C, foul occurs, referee signals advantage, shot taken. So we have to figure out who it goes to in C. It'll be C2. That'll be Dele Alli. But Tottenham will take it to there. He's going to take a shot. Dele Alli, he is rated 23 shot on goal. You get to add 1 for zone C, so he needs to be 24 or less. It's 56, so it'll be off target. And that leads to a goalkeeper outlet. So Bournemouth, so not a shot on goal there for Dele Alli. We're going to outlet it zone X8. So that'll be Ake, 37th minute, no score. 42, 31 is going to be a defensive check. 44, header to E, retained by Bournemouth. E9, that'll be Cook, Steve Cook. 26, and he's going to get fouled. Committed by player 4. It's going to be Kieran Trippier. And no card on that one. So Bournemouth with a free kick in E. Joshua King taking it. Result is in C, and it'll be back to him. So King will have it in C, just kind of like in the corner a little bit, and that's going to be a shot for King. The first shot attempt here by Bournemouth. It's at a sharp angle. He's going to try and curl it in. Shot on goal is 33. You get to add 1. That makes it 34. And he is going to miss the target with that. But that will lead to a corner kick, so it deflects off of a defender, goes out for a corner. King rated B for corner kicks. It's going to be a pass to B and a shot, so B, and then 31 leads to player 2, so it'll be Callum Wilson. Going to take a shot here. He's rated 31. You do get an assist modifier of 1 for King, whipping it in. He is rated 3, so that goes from 31 to 32. Then we add 3 for zone B, so that makes it 35. And at 16, it is on goal. It's now Hugo Lloris. Can he stop this one? It is 22, and it will be a corner kick again. So a beautiful save again, this time from Lloris. Keeps this thing 0-0. Corner kick pass to A. 23 is going to be player 1, so it will be right back to King in A. Can he get a low number here? Can he get doubles or a low number on his card? 54, special result. 41, let's see what the 41 is. Offside. So guess what? We've had that happen for both of the target men for each team. So Tottenham will get an indirect free kick here. D1. So Harry Kane in zone D. He could take a crack from distance here. 34, though, is going to be another offside. So Bournemouth, 42nd minute, no score, indirect free kick. C8. So good zone. Not such a easy guy to get to a good pass. 21 in C is going to be 23. Okay, 23 in C will be a pass to Adam Smith in zone C. Up to the 43rd minute. 37, though, is going to lead to defensive check. 14. This is the rare case where there's only one slot in every defensive team rating chart. This is going to lead, with a 14, is going to lead to a corner kick since they're team defense rating 3. So Bournemouth will get another corner kick. Again, King's rated B. It's going to be a pass to B. 6. No cards, no goals. We're going to put 1 minute of stoppage time. So B6, that'll be Lewis Cook in B. Wait. My bad. It's not Lewis Cook. It needs to be 56. It's player 4. There's a different chart when you go off a corner kick. So it'll be Gosling instead of Cook. So now we look at this card. 24 is going to be 36 in B, which is going to be defensive check. Wouldn't have mattered either way. They were both going to lead to that. So defensive check, it's going to be a block to X, lost. Tottenham will get it. X9. Trippier and X25 is 43, and X is going to be an out of bounds. So Bournemouth, Cherries with throw in. E1. Joshua King and E. And that will be a shot attempt from distance for King. This is going to be a long one. We got to subtract 3 from it. So it's going to be down to 20, let's see, 32, 31, 26. And it's going to be off target. 32 just misses. If it had been in zone D, would have been a shot on goal. So let's see, what is the, so it's going to be a goalkeeper outlet. Lloris is going to move it forward. That will go to zone F. We're in the first minute of stoppage time here. So it'd be Dyer in F, 46, 41 in F, header to F. Retained. And barring some kind of strange result here on the first half of the second minute for Ben Davies, 54. Well, it's going to be a special result. I guess we should play this out now. 25. Player dribbles past defenders, takes a shot with weaker foot. Goalkeeper easily handles the shot. So we will give it a shot on goal for Davies. But it's going to be goalkeeper outlet, and that's going to blow the whistle. So no score after 1. Both teams, Spurs have 5 chances on goal, or 5 shots at target, with only, I think, 3 of them making it there. 3 chances for the Cherries, with 1 ending up on goal. So we'll be back for the second half shortly. So it's at the half here, 0-0. As you can see here, 6 shots taken by Tottenham, 3 on target. Only 1 on target for Bournemouth out of 3. The fouls are 5 to none. No fouls committed by Bournemouth as of yet in the game. Tottenham with 5. No discipline for either team. And I'm not calculating possession at the moment. So let's get moving here with Tottenham's kickoff to start the second half. F5. So it'll be Dyer in F. That's a 14. So 25 in F is going to be X9. .43 for Trippier is going to be a foul committed. So another foul imparted upon the Cherries, and it'll be suffered by Callum Wilson. Will not lead to a card, but that will be a free kick in X for Joshua King to take. That'll go to B5. So that's going to be Adam Smith taking it just outside the box. 27 in B. Pass to Gosling in C. Gosling 65. 22 in C is going to be C4, so he will retain it in the same position. 31, 27 in C is, he's going to keep it, but he's going to get it this time out a little deeper in D. 45, 39 in D is going to be a defensive check. So 52 is going to be a header to X and retained by Bournemouth. So X7. Charlie Daniels. 23 in X is 43. Is out of bounds. Tottenham's going to throw it in. Zone D. 5. Dyer in D. 44 is a 5 in D. He's going to get a shot off here. It's going to be a rather ambitious effort here. 22 is his shot number. He does not have any modifiers whatsoever. So it's going to be on target. He gets an 11. So let's see what the tail of the card says. 41 is a 10. 41 is a 10. That is a goal for Spurs. And Eric Dyer is celebrating a goal. I think that may be his first of the crazy Prem Cup here. Dyer. Let's get the assist from player 1. That's going to be from Dele Alli. So 1-0 Tottenham within 6 minutes of the beginning of the second half. They take the lead 1-0 over Bournemouth here, and we'll see if they can keep this up and keep it going into the final. Okay, so we're going to get going here with, so we're going to add a minute of stoppage time because of the goal. Bournemouth will kick off. E9. So they're going to have to get a little bit more attacking here at some point. 16 in E, 29 in E is going to be a defensive check. But I don't want to do it too soon because they were getting chances without it. So 45 header to F retained. So you don't want to get to the point, because I think if they, because I'm not moving Tottenham. They're going to stay at 4-4-2. If I move them to 4-3-3, the Cherries and Tottenham gets another goal, this is going to be really a tough one. 55 for Aki is going to be 43 in F. That's out of bounds. So we're gonna sit pat here for the moment. Throw in X 4. I feel like that's the strategic thing. Actually, I think what I would be inclined to do is, well, I don't know. We have to take a look at that, because they don't have a ton of great options off the bench for attackers. So it'll be Davies for X. So we may need to do, I mean, we're going to have to make a switch at some point. But 51 in X is 26. That'll be a defensive check for Bournemouth. 25 is going to be a steal straight to F. We haven't had too many straight steals. That'll be the player 3. So Bournemouth player 3 is Stanislas in F. Special result, 32. Stolen by opposition. And we're going to say that straight to X, 7. So Lamella and X, 61 becomes 32, is going to be defensive check. 34, header to D, lost. So Cherries will get it in zone X, 10. Francis. 46, usually a foul suffered, but not this time. So 31 in X will be a defensive check. 61 will be a block to E, but that will be lost. So Tottenham gets it in X with Trippier. 21, going to play it around the park here a little bit, but not this time. It's going to be blocked. And it's going to be stolen, and it's going to be moved upfield into Tottenham ground. Lewis Cook will get it. Lewis Cook is going to, his pass will be errant and will go out of bounds. Okay, Spurs get a throw in, 57th minute, 1-0. As you can see at the top now, I've figured out a way to put a scoreboard. It's a rather rudimentary one, but throw into D. I'm going to try and tack one on here at some point, probably D2, so that'll be Dele Alli. Zone D, 66, he's going to get a shot. Be a searching effort here, 23. No modifiers, and it's on goal. 36 for Begovic is going to be a save with a rebound to D. So it is saved. Rebound to D. We go off the loose ball chart, and it is lost. So that'll go to X for Bournemouth, X6. So the Cherries survive a long effort from Dele Alli. Begovic makes the save. 42, this will be Lewis Cook in X. That'll be a defensive check. Sorry, I'm getting a little... Let me get a little overwhelmed with all of the stuff going on. Block to D. But it will be lost to Tottenham in zone X, 58th minute here, just so you know. X6. Vertonghen, I think this is the first time Vertonghen has made a pass here. 32 in X is not going to be successful. And it will be blocked, or it'll be a header to F, lost. So X7 for Bournemouth. Charlie Daniels, 56, 45 and X will be out of bounds. And I think we're going to make our first sub of the match here. So the Bournemouth sub is going to actually, they do have some attacking options. Jordan eBay will be the guy who comes in. Adam Smith will come off, playing as a defensive midfielder. He will, in spot 5, eBay will slot into spot 2 in the Bournemouth card formation here. So this will be their attacking move that precedes any kind of tactical switch formation-wise or whatever. So throw in for Tottenham. Tottenham will hold on a little while for a sub. D5. So the throw in. So it'll be Dyer in D. 34 and D is 43. That will be a header to E, which is not retained. X9 for Bournemouth, 61st minute. Steve Cook, 25 in X, will be out of bounds. Spurs will make a sub here, so let's take a look and see what we're going to do. So the adjustment here is going to be Musa Sissoko will be replacing Eric Dyer, so probably more of a like-for-like switch than anything, but Sissoko probably a little bit better passing, not quite as defensive, but still a guy who does have a little bit of teeth to him here. We're trying to find a like-for-like there because I don't want to go too defensive, but I feel like 60th minute you're looking at somebody's subs. There was a guy. Oh, and I need to move this a little bit here. There was a guy on a Facebook forum that was talking about a way that you can sort of engender the necessity for subs with, and I thought it was just real clever, and I should probably find it and give it a little bit more publicity here because it's pretty cool, and maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll do a short stop about it or something. Just try and because we need to have people who are looking for those kinds of ingenuity, inventiveness, trying to solve problems in games that are only problems. Really, it's because we are tend to be hardcore about what we do, and the game companies have tried to make it that people can play who are maybe just casual in it, and sometimes you just need a little bit more teeth. And this was something that was just it would reduce some shot on goal ratings based on certain events on the roll, certain rules and things, to make it so that you're really saying to yourself, I need to sub this guy out because he's becoming a bit of a liability, or I need to help my team out. So anyway, the throw in here for Tottenham X5. Jan Vertonghen, 13 is a 46, and X, that'll be out of bounds. So throw in for the Cherries, E5. And we're starting to get to the point now where we need to, maybe the last 20 minutes we have to think about up in Bournemouth. If they don't get a goal here by the 70th minute, we may have to think about changing their tactics a little bit. So E5, Gosling, because of the switch, he is now. So that's going to be a defensive check. 33 will be a steal to X3. So Tottenham gets it. It'll be Eriksson in X, and special result 22. Ball kicked out of bounds. Throw in by opposing team to area A. So out of bounds, Bournemouth is going to get throw in. This is going to go straight to area A. This is I've read a couple of things on forums, and that is the rule. That's going to be A8, so that's not going to be a very likely opportunity for a shot. 12:43 in A is going to be a header to B, but that will be lost. So Tottenham survives that little bit of a tough special result roll. X9, that'll be Trippier in X. 33 is 21 in X. Pass to F. 9s, that'll be Trippier, so he's going to retain it in F himself, and then he's going to commit a foul. Suffered by player 3, which is going to be Callum Wilson. It will be Callum Wilson. And Trippier is going to receive a yellow card. So, and I'm going to check my database to be sure that, okay, his yellow was wiped away. He did have a previous one, but it was wiped away so when we changed over to the knockouts, so he will not miss the final if they are able to make it, but he does get a yellow card here in the 67th minute. So he'll have to be a little bit careful, and that may dictate one of our subs later on here. So Bournemouth with the free kick, and now we have to start thinking about maybe another substitute here for Bournemouth. So free kick from X to C1. So King and C, this is a chance maybe for a shot if he can get. He is going to be fouled on 62. I still don't believe that Bournemouth has committed a foul here, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So it's suffered, or it's committed by, it says the goalkeeper. Well, I guess we're going to give it to him, Lloris. I guess he came way out and was deemed not to be enough for a yellow, but free kick, Joshua King from zone C, shot. So he's going to take a shot from zone C. We're going to add one. It makes him 34. That's 61. It is off target. And it will be a corner kick. So Bournemouth with the corner kick, 69th minute. Pass to B with a shot here. So B 66 is going to be player 7, so this is going to be Charlie Daniels. So 25, we are going to get King's assist. That's a 1. So that's going to make it 26, and then we add 3 for zone B, up to 33. It is 35, so it's off target. And it will be another corner kick. And right now, so the coach is yelling in some touchline instructions, and he's saying we're going to play a little more attacking. So they're going to move up to 4-3-3 against the 4-4-2, and it's going to be, and so we have to make the same change, well, the opposite change for Tottenham. And Bournemouth is going to be getting Ryan Fraser warming up here, getting ready to go. He's going to be another midfield substitution soon. But another corner kick. King, going to be a pass to A and a shot this time. So we're going to add 5 to it. So they are very much, so he's going to get it in 1. So it's going to be King getting a shot here in A. So we're going to take the 33. We don't get to add the assist, but he does come up all the way to 42. So a really good chance to get a shot on target. And it is on target. Now we got to look at Lloris. Can they equalize here with a glorious chance off of a corner kick? A great play. Let's see what the card flip is. 64. That is a 3. So that will be a rebound to D. So that is a save by Lloris, and a big one at that. Can Bournemouth retain it? No, they do not. They lose it. So X 8. And I need to do a card shuffle, so bear with me as I do this. Okay, so Tottenham has it with Sissoko in X. 24 is 33 in X. That'll be a defensive chance. Bournemouth, they're going to block it to zone E, but it will be retained by Tottenham. But it'll be Sissoko, who again is the one who gets his foot on the ball. Zone E, that'll be a pass, and then he'll get it back in X, just inside his own half stripe, just inside the halfway stripe there. 56. 30 in X will be a defensive check. 52, header to X, retained by Tottenham. So Trippier now in X, who's on a yellow. 44X is going to be out of bounds, so that's going to allow both teams to make a substitution. Okay, so the subs for Bournemouth, they're going to bring in Ryan Fraser. He was warming up on the sideline. He's going to come in for Lewis Cook, so that will make things a little less confusing too, but an attacking midfielder for a box-to-boxer. And then it's going to be kind of the opposite substitution for Tottenham. They're going to bring in Harry Winks. He's a little more of just a regular central midfielder, and he's going to play centrally, and they're bringing out Eric Lamela, so that will move Christian Eriksen out to the wide areas and bring somebody inside there. So bring Winks in. Be a throw in F8. So one caution here. This is a little bit of a risk, because if you bring in a midfielder as your 10th guy, it can be a little dicey, because if there's a special result roll that can, if you've got anybody other than a defender here, it can be a goal. So we're taking a slight chance. It's a very low percentage chance of that happening, but just putting that out there anyway. Aki in F. 55 is 43 in F. That will be a header to X. But it'll be lost to Tottenham. So Tottenham is getting some of those 50-50s that they were not getting earlier. X10. So this will be Winks. 46, 39 in X. It'll be a header to E. Retained. So Winks you bring in because he's a little bit more central, a little bit more defensive, but also maybe be able to help you with some possession. E9. Sanchez in E64. 22 in E is going to be a pass to D8. Tottenham now has the opportunity, when they have a star on the formation chart, to be able to pick the pass if they want. They don't have that on this one. I'm just saying that with Bournemouth in a 4-3-3, it's an 86% chance that it's completed. So we may take advantage of that. So Trippier in D, 52, 36 in D is going to be a defensive check. Also, both teams have all of their clutch points. Steal to D, so this is maybe an opportunity. D6, that'll be Gosling. See if Bournemouth can start something here with a good pass. 30 to D is going to be E6. 77th minute, 1-0 Spurs. So Gosling going to have it in E now. 33 is 3, and E is going to be a shot. It's again going to be searching. It's going to be long, but he is 32, but you're going to drop him 3, so that's 25. No pass, assist possibility. It's going to be off target. Do they at least get a corner out of it? No, they do not. It's going to be goalkeeper outlet. So Tottenham and Lloris will get the break started. D2, and the break is on. It's going to be up to Dele Alli in D. 51 is 9 in D is going to be a shot. And this is all because of the formation change. The 78th minute, Dele Alli is going to get a shot from D. He's rated 23. And that's what his rating will go from. It's going to be off target. And that'll be a goalkeeper outlet. So Begovic gets a hold of that off the deflection. Goalkeeper outlet to X9. So that'll be Steve Cook in X. 36 in X is 30 in X. That'll be a defensive check. Steal to A. The 11 is the steal to A, and who does it go to? It goes to player 7. Oof. Sissoko in A, so this is an interesting break. You've got central midfielder on the break, getting loose in the box. 35 in A is 46, is out of bounds. Somehow it misses the target, goes out of bounds, and we're going to make another substitution here for Bournemouth. That'll be their final sub of the game. They need one more attacking option. All right, so the final defensive sub for Bournemouth has been made. They brought in Jermaine Defoe forward. They're removing Simon Francis, the defender. So they are going to have to drop their team defense rating to 1 because they have gone a little too much on the forward side to be able to maintain that defensive rating. So that will just, we'll see how that plays out. But they need a little bit more attack. That's their best shot of trying to get the equalizer here. So they're going to throw it in. From touch, D1. So that'll be the king in D. And he will get a shot. So after making that defensive change, here comes a shot from King. Now they don't have enough clutch points to make this a shot on goal, so they're going to have to just do the normal route, which is the 33, and there's no modifier, so is it under 33? It is. Now it's Lloris. Will they equalize here after a very quick sub? 24? No, it will not be. It will be a save and a rebound to D. Here in the 81st minute is 1-0. Can Bournemouth retain this? They do. In D, rebound comes all the way out there. D5, it'll be Stanislas. 62 is 37 in D is going to be a defensive chance for Tottenham. They're ahead, so I play it so they can't just use their clutch points to keep nickel and diming the possession. But 45 will be header to F, retained by Bournemouth. 10. So in the 83rd minute, it'll be Steve Cook, 32 in F. 23 in F is going to be F6. So that'll be Gosling. 27 in F is X9. So 64 turned 27. So that'll be Ake in X. 31 in X is 36. That'll be a defensive check. Tottenham steals it to D. 6. So Tottenham, that'll be Dembele in D. And that will be a shot for Dembele from distance. 24, no modifiers. And that's just outside of his range, so that's a missed shot, and it'll be a goalkeeper outlet. 85th minute, 1-0 Tottenham. Goalkeeper outlet to F10. So it'll be Steve Cook. They're going to use 1 clutch point, so that's going to bring them down to 3. That's going to mean a pass to D, and they're going to make a pass to D2. I'm going to go eBay in D. 52 in D is 28. That'll be E4. Ryan Fraser in E. 43 is 30 in E. That'll be a defensive check, so that does not work out for them. 46 is a header to F, retained. F4. So it'll be Fraser in F. 25 is 21 in F. E6. So they're having 87th minute. They're having lots of possession here. They're going to use another clutch point. That'll bring them down. Actually, they're going to use 2 of them. That'll take them down to 1. But that allows them to move it to C, and they'll move it to C1. King in C is 14, is 46. That's out of bounds, so they can't get that to work out. Tottenham with the throw-in. E6. They're going to hang on to their clutch points until the end here, just in case there's some kind of a red card rule that comes up. Dembele in E is 25, which goes to 37 in E. Defensive check. Cherries. Oh, that's a steal to B2. So Bournemouth, it'll be eBay in B. 32, 40 in B is a defensive check. So bad luck there for them. That'll be header to F for Tottenham, and they'll lose possession. So Tottenham takes over in zone X with Vertonghen. And well, let's see. Vertonghen 13 in X. 46, that's out of bounds. So we did not use the final clutch point. So we're going to add 4 minutes of stoppage time here. 1 goal, 3 subs for each team. Well, we haven't made Tottenham's third, but we may do that soon. Throw in for Bournemouth. D2. eBay in D. 64 is 32, and D is going to be a defensive check. Does not work out. 63 is a block to F. Retained. Desperate times here. It's going to be Charlie Daniels for Bournemouth in F. Throwing the kitchen sink. 54. This is a special result. 65. Pass to B, area's choice, or pass to B area, player's choice. So B1. Can they get a shot off here? 2nd minute of stoppage time. 66 will be a shot. For King, from B, so that brings it up to 36. The pass was from Daniels, who's assisted 3, so that makes it 41. On goal, can Lloris make the heartbreak save here? 31 is a save. Rebound to B. 31's a save. A rebound to B. Bournemouth, can they collect it here? They need it to be above. They need to be 44 or more. It's 34. That will be lost. And Tottenham will take over in X10. And it'll be Winks in X. 22. 40 in X is going to be a header to F. Retained. And now they're going to use their final clutch point. F8. So Bournemouth, final clutch point. So they're going to get a chance to steal to D. And I think they get the player's choice. They're going to go to D1. This is probably their last gasp effort. And they're taking it to D1 with Joshua King. So Joshua King, what can he do here? Can he get a shot off? This is like last-ditch effort here. We've got 33 for King. That is a 3 on his card. That will be a shot. So for King, will it be a shot on goal? We've got 33. We've got zone D, so there's no adjustment whatsoever. No assist. Can't do it. It's just going to be 33. It has to be, if it's not 33 or under, it's going to be off target. And this game is probably going to be over, but let's take a look. It's 23. That's on target. So now, guess what? There's a dilemma. You have Tottenham, who has saved all of their clutch points. Now, this is what I would consider to be a situation where even if you're ahead, the clutch point factor, you can use clutch points because this is going to be a clutch save if he makes it. So they're going to use 7 clutch points. Well, they have 7. It takes 5 to make it a, what do they call it? A 92% save chance? 92% save chance. They're going to do that. They've got to try and salt this game away. So they're going to take 5 of their 7. It's going to bring them down to 2. But that means that the next card we roll, so we know it's going to be on target. Lloris is going to have a chance to save this. It's going to be 92% because of these clutch. So they've amped up his clutch. What that means, we don't need to worry about what's on his card. Instead, as long as it is from 11 to 63, the save is made. If it's 64, 65, or 66, it is a goal. It's not an absolute chance here. Let's see what happens when we turn it over. It is 14. That will be a save. And let's see. How are we going to do? So we have to add it together for 5. That will be a rebound to B. Bournemouth still has one more chance because we're in the second half of the 4th minute stoppage time. Can they get the rebound here? It needs to be, again, let's see, what is the ratio? It is going to be, if it's 44 or greater, they get it back. It is 42. They will lose possession. Tottenham gets it. And it will be in zone X. It'll be player 8. They're gonna take one more attack here. Let's just see. Trippier for Tottenham in zone X. 26 in zone X. That's a foul. That's going to end it. Tottenham Hotspur is able to overcome a last-ditch effort from Joshua King. A couple of shots on goal were big saves by Lloris. They used their clutch points to get what they need to and get that victory. 1-0 is your final here from Wembley. Tottenham is the victor over Bournemouth. They will be moving on to the final to face the winner, Manchester City and Liverpool. So, thanks for joining us. The goal in this game, Eric Dyer gets the only one, the crucial score as Spurs get a 1-0 victory over the upstart Cherries. They'll be going to the finals. The Cherries have a great run, finish in the final 4 of this tournament, but that is where they will end. So, for My partner, Tabletop Earl, this is Tenacious Earl, thanking you for watching this game. Spurs are victorious 1-0 over AFC Bournemouth.